welcome. Let me be arranging my hair very well. Welcome to another live stream for today. Welcome. So if you can see me, please let me know. Just drop a comment on the comment section. So let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me. Let me know. Okay. So I just need somebody to confirm before I start, because I don't want to start talking to myself and then at the end of the day, excuse me, I really don't know that it's not going out. I'll just be here. So if you can hear me, please let me know. If you can see me, let me know. Okay. I need somebody to confirm. If you're just joining us, you're welcome. T Lope, thank you so much. You can hear me. Yes, Ituma, good evening. Chidima, good evening. Good evening. Yeah, so thank you so much. So you can hear me, you can see me. So guys, so let's just get started for today. So welcome to another live stream. In today's class, I'm going to be showing you guys how to cut a 360-degree flare. In case you don't know, a 360-degree flare, that's for beginners, is just one flare, one full circle. That's a 360. So I'm trying to see if I can get the picture on my phone to show you. So that's just a full flare, one big flare. That's a 360-degree flare. So that's what we are going to be learning how to how to cut today. So I'm going to be showing you two ways. Abiodun, thank you so much. You can hear me. Thank you. Abiodun, where are you watching me from? TD Market, good evening. Where are you watching me from? Titi Lope, where are you watching me from? Let me know, guys, where you're watching me from. Okay, so just drop that on the comment section while we continue. Okay, why? As you are dropping it, let me be doing my own explanation. Let me just be talking. So, Abiodun, you're watching from Lagos. Jenny, hello, you're welcome. Jenny, where are you watching me from? Those people that are giving me hearts, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Those of you that are liking the video, thank you so much for liking this video. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to be showing you two ways. If you see on our the thumbnail, two ways of actually cutting a full flare. So the first method that we're going to be using, we're going to use the calculation method. That's like the standard one where we use a circle, where we use our formula for a circle. Okay, Jenny, you're watching from Kaduna. Thank you so much and you're welcome. Katie, mode and fashion, hello, you're watching from Dallas, Texas. Welcome, so welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so we're going to use the two, that's the first one, we're using the calculation method, which is like the standard formula for calculating your flare, your circle. Okay, and then the second one, I'm going to show you guys how to use the free hand method. Okay, Kampi, you're welcome. You're watching from Uganda. Titi Lope, you're watching from Lagos, Ikorodu. Okay, so welcome, guys. So now I need to, I don't know how I'm going to arrange my camera, but let me, I think I should use a marker. It will be easy. Okay, so now let's just do this. Okay. So when I'm calculating a full flare, when you want to calculate a full flare, that's the full circle. The formula for calculating a full flare is 6.28. This is like for calculating the radius. It's a standard measurement, and a full flare is 360. That's one flare. 360. That's one flare. If you are cutting out two now, two is going to be 720. Three is going to be 1080, and then four is going to be 1440. So that's that for flare. So in an upcoming class, we're going to do the other ones. Okay. So when you want to cut a full flare, that's one flare. What you are going to put into consideration is the waist of your dress. That's the waist. So let me show you. That's this part. We're going to put that into consideration. Okay. So that's your waist. You put that into consideration. So for this now, for this class, the waist measurement that I'm going to be making use of is 28 inches. Okay. That's my round waist measurement is 28. So those of you that are just joining us, you're welcome. And if you have not liked this video, please hit on the like button. I would appreciate that. So 28, that's the waist. So what you are going to put into consideration, you are going to add your, if you are not adding, if you are not using a what do you call it, elastic, if you are going to add a zip to that dress, okay. All right, thank you so much. Okay, my the volume, okay, let's see. Okay. All right, so I hope you can hear me better. So if you are not Florence, you're watching from Uganda, welcome. All right, thank you so much, Abiodun. The volume, okay. I hope you can hear it better. So if you are not adding a, if you don't want to add a zip to your waist, closer to the waist of the dress you are making, you can just go ahead and use this formula. That's use the waist measurement to divide. But if you are going to add a zip to your waist, you need to add the zip allowance measurement. So for this case now, I'm going to use 2 inches for my zip allowance. So when I use 2 inches for my zipper allowance, I'm going to have 30 inches, okay? So when I have 30 inches, now this 30 inches now is what I'm now going to divide with my flay formula. So this is our flay formula for a 360. Any flay for one flay, 6.28 is what you use to calculate the radius, okay, of a circle. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do I'm just going to do 30 divided by 6.28. So it's a simple process. This is the formula method. So when we do that, I'm going to have about 4 point something. Let me just double check. Okay, I just want to use my phone. 30 divided by yeah. It's today or 4 days that this one want to 30 divided by 6.28. So I'm going to have about 4.7. Okay, so I'm going to have 4.7, approximately 4.7. That's what I'm going to have. So the next thing that I'm going to do now, I'm going to fold my fabric and then show you how to now put this 4.7 into our measurement. You can approximate it. I think it's about 4.8. Okay, because yes, I have 4.777 for those of you that do not do mathematics. So you approximate it to about 4.8. So now what I'm going to do, Charity, Christy, thank you so much. You're watching from Canada. Abiodun, okay, okay, yes, it's better. Okay, the volume, right? Okay, yeah. I have to shift my mouth close to the camera. So now I have 2 fabric here. I'm going to keep one. We'll use one for this first one. So now you are going, the next thing you are going to do now, you are going to fold your fabric. Now you fold it into 4. Okay, you fold your fabric into 4 like this. Okay, so this is the folded part of our fabric. That's, I'm trying to make sure I capture everything. I don't want anything to miss here. So this is, you can see this part, okay? So the next thing you are going to check now, you remember this about 4.8 that we calculated. Okay, Portia, you're watching from South Africa, you're welcome. Okay, so this our 4.8 is a very simple process. You take your tape like this and then you come to this tip part of your fabric that you have folded. Make sure that you have the length of the fabric. That's, for instance, now maybe your skirt that you want to cut out, you know is for instance, the skirt that I want to cut out, I want it to be 10 inches. That's the length of my plate. Make sure that that 4.8, you put it into the length of the measurement. You understand? So now, if I'm going to put that into, if I want to cut out a flare of 10 inches, that's the length of 10 inches. That my 4.8, I'm going to put that back into my measurement. So at the end of the day, I'm going to have about 15 inches. That's, if I fold my fabric like this, I'm going to have about 15 inches so that I will not waste my fabric. Okay, that's if you are not making use of a pattern. All right. Okay, so let's continue. So now that 4.8, which is our formula, this is what I'm going to do. So most times when I'm cutting like that, I usually don't like cutting on that exact 4.8 because there's always a probability once you are using your fabric, there's always a probability. Even if I use a pattern and I'm transferring it, I usually don't cut it on that exact point because there's a very big probability of the waist getting, getting too big at the end of the day, as in just a slightly. So most times what I do, I will just reduce it a little bit by like that, like about half of an inch. So instead of 4.8 now, just put like 4.7 or 4.6. So this is what where we are putting that. So you just put it like this, and then you just keep marking it round like that, okay? So you mark it round on this point like this. So that's just the essence of doing that. This is what will make you to know where you want to place, where your waist measurement is going to be, okay? So you just mark it like that, just place it like that, and at the end of the day you have successfully placed it. So you mark it like this, and then after marking that, the next thing you are going to measure, you are going to measure the length. So that length, like I said, if you are putting everything together, you can decide to just mark everything from the beginning, from the top like that. Mark your 15 inches, making sure that you are putting everything back into the measurement. But if you don't want to do it that way, after marking the waist measurement from this point, you can mark. So my own is 9 inches that is remaining, so I'm just going to use my 9 inches, okay? So you can just still go ahead like this, and then you mark the length of the skirt. Okay, Vera, you're welcome. You're watching from the US. Thank you so much for joining in today's live stream. So before I continue, for those of you that are just joining us, if you want to rewatch from the beginning, after the class, just go to my YouTube channel. On top, just click on my picture to take you to my home. So once it takes you to my home, on top you see live, you see videos, live home, blah blah blah. Just click on live. So once you click on live, it will take you back to the video. You see the video. This is class, all of our live streams from the beginning. Okay. So I'm just going to mark it. So this is a live class. It is an interactive class. So that is why you see that I try as much as I can to explain as detailed as possible. Okay. For those of you that are joining in the live stream, at least you should have more advantage. This one has more advantage than the normal YouTube videos, okay? So here you'll be able to ask questions, and you are seeing as I'm doing the thing live. You are not editing anything out, okay? Alright, so let's continue. So that is why I try as much as I can to make my live streams like beginners, as in, because I know the struggle that most beginners that we face when it comes to sewing. We just like to be so confused. You don't even know what to do, where to go, how to go about, okay? So that is why I am doing this. Alright, so you can see, so I've marked it now. So now that's the length of my flare, and then we'll mark it around. And then after doing that, the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to cut this out. So for those of you that are just joining us, you are welcome. If you have not liked this video, please like the video. I would appreciate for you to like this video, okay? Click on the like of this video. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do now, I'm going to cut out this waist part. But this waist part, like I said, I will not cut it on this exact line. I'm still going to cut it on top, okay? It is better, there's one secret. It's better for you to, when you cut the waist, it's better for the waist to be too small than for it to be too big, okay? So it is better that way. So when it is too small, you can always go down. Thank you, those of you that are giving hearts, thank you. So you can always retrim it down for it to be too big, okay? So you can see. So now I'm going to cut this, and then so you can see how our full flare looks like. You see how full it is. This is just one flare, and you can see it is full, and you can see, I use my waist measurement, you can see how it sat perfectly well on my waist, okay? Yes, so you can see. So you can see how it is. So for those of you, now you know how to cut a flare, very simple and easy. So the next thing now, so this is the formula method. The next method, so let me push my this now. So the next method, my okay, so the next method that we're going to use now, we're going to do the freehand method. So you guys are going to see the difference, okay? Both of them, they are the same though, but this one, at most times, this one is more accurate. For this other one, you need to have experience of sewing for you to be able to, for the waist not to be too big, rather. Okay, so now the next thing now, this is the one that we're going to use again for the one of the free hand. So I'm going to fold this into four. It is a simple process. Like I always say, that was how somebody was saying I should not be saying it's simple. In my mind, I was like, hey, it is simple. If you say it is simple, it will be simple. If you say it is hard, it will be hard. Okay. All right. So you can see. So let me adjust my camera. All right. So let's continue. Uh-huh. So my fabric is folded into four again, so you can see. All right. Now let me put my fabric. It's always falling down. So we're still using our 30, our waist 30 that we used initially. For those of you that just joined, you're welcome. So we're still using our 30. That's 28 for our waist plus 2 inches um, for our zip. I hope I did not say that though. For our zip. So everything will now make it 30. So that's the full round waist. So for this one, when you want to use your free hand, you don't want to use what do you call it? The formula. What you will do? Okay, NB Christians, you're welcome. And your life, welcome. You're watching from Lagos. Thank you so much for tuning in, for joining. Please like the video. Okay? So when you want to do the one that you are using your normal, you are not using the for that mercy. You are not using the formula for flay, which is the radius. You are not using it. What you will do, that waist measurement, now you know our fabric is folded into four. Simple, easy, busy. Take your tape like this. Behind this one is the this one is not the Oyibo one. The one we did before is the Oyibo one. So you take your tape and divide it into four. So I've divided it into two, that's 15, and then you divide it into four again. You have 7.5. Okay? So that's 7.5. This one now, this 7.5, you are not going to come and mark 7.5 like this. So so we will not mark 7.5 like that. We are going to mark this one now 7.5. We are going to mark 7.5 like this. So that's the difference. So most times what I normally do, that 7.5, what I will do, I'm just going to come down by half of it like this. Okay? Watch you push watch you. I'll take my tape. When I come down like that, I'll place my tape like this. If I place my tape, I notice that the thing is not do very well. So I can come down a little bit and then just mark. So I'll just see how many did I come. I came down on this part by like 3.5, and then came down on this side also with like 3.5. And then the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to connect this line together. So when I connect this line together, what I'm going to do now, I want to check if I have my 7.5. You see that I did not get 7.5. Okay. All right, Lawrence, you say am I the only person who can't hear her? This volume. I hope, can you hear me now? Lawrence, can you hear me now? So let's continue. So I hope you can hear me. So please, Lawrence, please confirm if you can hear me, okay? All right, because it will not be good for me to be talking and just talking and the volume is not really coming out, okay? So let's continue. So if you notice now, when I placed my tape like this, you see that I did not get my 7.5. So that means it is not enough. So the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to take my tape. I'll just come down a little bit down and then see. So on this part now, I now know that once I place my tape like this, I'm going to get my 7.5. So that 7.5, this is what I'm going to do. So at the end of the day, there's one secret to this thing that I'm going to show you people. At the end of the day, you can see that it's still almost looking like the way we came down for the Formula 1. So this is about 5 inches now. I came down. This is about 5 inches. So when you take your tape like this and then you place it, okay, Zuba, thank you so much and welcome. So you take your tape like this and then you place it and then check for your 7.5. So at the end of the day, I can see that this is a little bit too big. So that's, like I said, that's the problem with this one. You have to check and double check and double check and double check before you cut, or else you cut it, it will be too big. Okay, so you can see after checking now, the first one, the first one we checked, the first line, it was 6.5. The second one now is 8. So that means 7.5 that I want is definitely going to be in between this. So I've marked that in between, and then I'm just going to check like this. Okay, so at the end of the day I have almost 7.3. So if I want to cut, I think I'll cut from that 7.3 instead of the 7.5. I'll leave it like that. I'm going to cut it from that point. So the next thing, I'm going to take the length of my flare. So for the length now, so for this I'll use about 10 inches. I'm just going to go ahead and then I'll mark it round like that. Okay, so just keep marking it from that point where you did the waist part. Okay, just keep marking and keep marking and keep marking. Just keep turning it around. I hope you can see what I'm doing, guys. So I'll keep going around. So for those of you that are just joining, you're welcome. If you have not liked this video, please hit on the like the video. Those ones that are coming to come and peep, you're welcome. Peep very well. Okay, and then like before you go. So I'm just going to keep marking and keep marking until I'll finish marking like that. So I've marked out my flare, and then the next thing now, I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. So we're going to check. Okay, so after cutting, I'm going to have something like this. So like I said now, I'm going to cut it up here. So for this one, the probability of it being too big is there. So at the end of the day, you can see it looks like the first one. Okay, so I just want to double check the waist of this one to see if I got my 30 inches. So you can see, guys, you see that we got the 30 inches. You can see we got our 30 inches, but the thing is you need to calculate and double calculate and triple calculate for you to be able to get this. So at the end of the day, you can see how it looks like. Okay, so this is the second one, the one that we use our free hand. So this is the second one, the one that we use our free hand. Okay, okay, Lawrence. Okay, thank you so much. Ahead. Okay, thank you so much. I've heard your feedback. No problem. So you can see, so this is the waist part. So you can see it came out fine. And then this was the first one we did here. So you can see that both of them are the same. At the end of the day, you cannot even tell the difference. You can see. You can see both of them. So both of them are the same. So this is it. So for those of you that, I hope you have been able to, so I hope you have been able to learn something new from today's class. Okay, all right. I've heard this, someone else should confirm about the volume. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you so much for those of you that tuned in. I want to say thank you. So at the end of the day, I've been able to show you guys how to cut a flare, two ways of cutting a flare with the flare formula and then with the freehand method. So maybe in an upcoming class, I'm going to show you guys how to cut. I'm just going to pack that one in one class, how to cut seven. Let me adjust my camera. So I'm going to show you guys how to cut like a 720 flare, a 1040, and then 1440. So that's like two flares, three flares, and four flares. So in an upcoming live stream, I'm actually going to do that. So thank you so much, those of you that tuned in for today's live class. Thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you that tuned in. Thank you so much. I actually don't take it for granted. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll see you guys in my next class.